Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. It seems like nothing, and I mean nothing, is going the way that KKR wanted to go. Another loss, yet another night where KKR have lost in this IPL edition, and they have failed to get their win account going. Devashish has a sly smile on his face, and I know where it's coming from. But as the designated KKR expert, I'm going to go over to him first. But Bharat Ramraj also joins us. Devashish, how do you explain this?
Brilliant performance. Means
You have
nothing is
won the
working for
toss.
KKR.
You have
Means
won the
nothing
toss.
is
You have
working.
chosen to bat.
Shambolic. Just one word to put it out. Shambolic performance from KKR means, and I think we might just see the end of campaign on Sunday. Means facing Rajasthan Royals, the likes of Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Dhruv Jurel, Simran Hetmeyer, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Riyan Parak, game over. Means Sunday we can see an early finish, and that's the end of the campaign for KKR. Nothing is working. Means obviously when you are 37 runs in power play compared to what the Gujarat Titans were, means the match was the difference was in the power play. How last match also it was 36 runs. They scored 36 in the power play. This match they scored 37. Can you just tell me in this era of T20 cricket, a team posts only 37 runs in power play? And when Cameron Green eventually he batted so well, what happened the last 5 overs he hardly got a strike, and he saw wickets kept falling from the other end. So it's clearly it means them. And I think the sooner the campaign is over, the better for it, because KKR has to think about next season, because this season I think it's all over. It's all over.
Two bad seasons for KKR, Bharat. There is a what do you call it? There is a comment here from Komal Singh. She's saying, "Never seen such an arrogant management and a shameless captain. Neither are they removing Rahane from captaincy, nor is he resigning after destroying KKR legacy." That's a very harsh comment, but there are certain times in franchise cricket where nothing is clicking for you, but at the same time, there is no individual blame here. Everyone, this is a team game, right? Everyone wins together, loses together. But Bharat, your thoughts on the way that things are going for KKR?
Yeah, they are all part of the problem. Rahane is a part of the problem. Coaching staff is a part of the problem. Some of the decisions they took back at the auction table itself didn't make any sense. The replacement player also didn't make much sense. I still don't understand what exactly Navdeep Saini offers to an IPL side somewhere in 2026. You could have picked anyone else. Obviously, Navdeep Saini is lost the plot even in domestic cricket over the last couple of seasons. Even if you look at the reserve players, Manish Pandey's of the world, Rahul Tripathis of the world, they're past their best. So they're basically past their best. So I think they have made problem. They have made mistakes at the auction table. Unfortunately for them, even the likes of someone like Finn Allen, who was in good form in the T20 World Cup, has lost form. Someone like Rinku Singh is struggling against spin. The pace attack obviously is inexperienced with injuries, but even if they think about those injuries, it is a fact that the pace attack is bang average. So problems everywhere. And then at the top of the order, obviously, if you come down to Rahane, he is struggling. Other than the fact that he can play shots against fast bowling, I don't think there's much going for him. See, in my humble opinion, I always pick the 11 and then the captain. I'm not one of those who will first pick the captain and then pick the 11. However good he might be the greatest captain, he might be Mike Bradley or whoever it is. Finally, you have to first pick the 11 and then the captain. I think that is where the problem starts because they have basically picked a captain and then they're picking the 11. So they have to think whether Rahane can get into that 11, playing 11 first of all, and then go about picking the rest of the players and picking the captain. So yes, they have problems have plenty. It's not just about the captain. It could be about the coaching staff too. Uh, they're not getting the right kind of support or whatever it is, I think it's a collective failure. Basically, I see problems everywhere.
All right. There are more questions here. Freaking Awesome is saying before the introduction of the impact sub rule, 200 and 200 plus totals have been chased 16 times. But after the. Okay, this is a bit irrelevant to our conversation. But Debashish, where do I even start? Because KKR went on, won the toss, chose to bat first. Ajinkya Rahane in that toss, in that presentation said that he wanted the team to bat freely. But again, at the top of the order, you've dropped a Finn Allen, you've gotten a Tim Seifert. Ajinkya Rahane once again not effective at the top. Ankrish Raghuvanshi could not do too much. Cameron Green tried his best, but then again, did you think 180 was enough to begin with? Could it have been saved somehow?
No, it's clearly 25 to 30 runs less, and obviously you can feel for Ajinkya Rahane. I think that was he was unfortunate because he had the right approach by trying to get over the infield, but obviously it was a skyer, and then Ankrish Raghuvanshi got a pitch of a delivery from Rabada. Means even the best of the batter would have nicked it. Means early on in their innings. So I think. And you can clearly see the frustration in Ankrish Raghuvanshi as he was walking out. But Tim Seifert means obviously he spent a few balls and then they hit it straight to covers to Glenn Phillips. And see, when you are 37 for 3 inside the power play, then obviously you have all the catching up to do. And then when there was a kind of a partnership, I think Ashok Sharma then got that breakthrough of Robman Powell and also the Anukul Roy and Cameron Green stitching up a 60-run partnership. So whenever there is a partnership, whenever KKR looked like means stitching a partnership and making a total out of it, means clearly Rinku Singh. I don't know means what is happening with Rinku Singh. He has been retained. Ramandeep Singh did try, but that was not good enough. But especially Rinku Singh, and he has been made the vice captain. Rinku Singh is your vice captain. Kolkata Knight Riders. Come on, next season you appoint him as the captain. I definitely don't think that Ajinkya Rahane will be retained as captain next season. That is a guaranteed 400%. But Rinku Singh is your captain next season. It's soccer. Means I'm just scared to see Rinku Singh what is happening with his form. Means again he aged one outside the off stump. Means clearly he looked a man totally out of confidence, and it started from the World Cup. And why on earth you are sending him at number 7? Rinku Singh has been sent in at number 7, and that is this has been the same problem last season also. He has been sent, means obviously. So clearly, KKR, the think tank, Abhishek Nair, Shane Watson, Dwayne Bravo, Team Saudi, means such wealth of experience in that dugout. But what on earth are they doing with Rinku Singh? Means try and explain. Means someone from the team management should come and explain and should come give an explanation. What is the logic behind sending in Rinku Singh at number 7? So I think KKR, but yes, you can understand the bowling is very weak. Yes, Vaibhav Arora is a pale shadow of what he was last time. He was the joint highest wicket taker last season, but he is nowhere. Means obviously when you have someone like a Vaibhav Arora spearheading your bowling attack, then it is your hard luck. Means look at the other teams. Means obviously missing Harshit Rana, missing obviously Mustafizur Rahman, and obviously. I won't say Akashdeep, but definitely Harshit Rana is a huge blow, and KKR did not find able replacement. I totally agree with Bharat. KKR had the opportunity of picking Akash Madhwal. He wasn't tired. There was a Simarjit Singh, there was a Akash Madhwal, who were all on trials, but KKR opted for someone, Navdeep Saini. What was the reasoning? He has the experience. And what happened? When did he last play? 2023. Last season, where was Navdeep Saini last season? And you pick him because he's an Indian player. He played for India. He played in the IPL. for RCB, for other teams. I cannot recollect which other franchise he played for, and means suddenly you felt like, come on, you have picked up the right bowler. But I think it has gone. And what and I need to seek an explanation from the spotters or the scouts. What was the rationale behind picking Navdeep signing? So clearly, I think only saving grace is Karthik Tyagi, who has looked really good. But yes, um, but nothing has gone for KKR.
All right, Bharat, a lot of people asking for Rahane to be sacked, for Abhishek Nair to be sacked. Do you think that's where it starts for KKR if they want to turn it around from next season? Because honestly, there is not a lot of hope left this time around.
Yeah, they have to start from the scratch. If you have to start from the scratch, obviously the captain has to go, the coach has to go. If it turns out to be disastrous performance, see, this is franchise cricket. In franchise cricket, owners expect you to perform well. The kind of pressure that you're under is huge. Yes, I understand that, but this is IPL, where it's a harsh world. If you don't perform, then you're out. So it starts from Rahane, starts from the captain, starts from the coach, and also they have to get it right at the auction table. Yes, I go back that point. I don't think they made enough smart buys. The kind of buys they made, smart buys, supposedly smart buys they made, they're basically, I think, past their best. A couple of them I already noted, and also the replacement player as well, that they bought in. I think he's past his best. So it starts from the scratch always. It's captain has to go, the coach has to go, and then obviously they also have to think about the other players in that setup who have not performed well, and perhaps look at overhauling that particular squad.
Uh, Dex is asking, why is SRK not doing anything about this? What will SRK do about this? He's the owner, not he doesn't call the shots when it comes to the cricket. That's for the coaches and the captains to do.
No, not as
I think
that.
KKR is one of those franchises where the autonomy has been given to the captain and the coach to make the decision when it comes to cricket. Debashish, am I right?
Is it?
I'm asking
Who
you.
who's, who
No.
who who sits at the auction table? It's not Shah Rukh Khan. It's
No.
Mr. Venki Mysore. So KKR, while they were picking the side, means someone has to take the responsibility when you pick a side. So means obviously it's time now. Means obviously KKR, for the loyal fans, for someone who has supported the franchisee in all throughout the seasons, even during the bad times. Means this has happened for RCB. Obviously, they had to wait for so long, but I think the loyal fans needs an answer. Needs seek an explanation. What was the logic? What was the rationale behind picking at the auction, picking players at the auction table? Clearly, they lacked a plan B. They lacked a plan B. Yes, I understand that they missed a few players, big names they missed, means bowling particularly, but there were options you could have picked, but that was not the case. So clearly, KKR are finding their campaign as when did you find a franchise's campaign being over in the first six matches? And it might sound very harsh, but it is out of frustration, Gargi, that I am saying this. Means I would have loved to see KKR do well, but that is not to be, because since from that first match against Mumbai Indians, means there is no problem in losing, but the manner in which you play, hardly there is any positive to take out.
Okay, let's talk about the other team a little bit as well. Gujarat Titans obviously chased down 180 with ease, and thanks to a brilliant knock by Shubman Gill, 86 of 50, 172 strike rate are the numbers that we're looking at. But Shubman, when it comes to Shubman Bharat, what were your thoughts tonight? Do you think he's making a case for himself with these performances for the T20 World Cup?
Oh,
For
I
the
don't know
T20.
about that because there's fierce competition for those two opening slots. The kind of fierce competition that you're seeing, that someone like Prabsimran Singh perhaps has no chance of getting into that T20I side. So I'm not very sure of that, but he's definitely playing well. Today it was a good knock, 87 of 50 balls. In those conditions, he anchored the innings reasonably well. Yes, you have to say anchoring the innings only in T20 cricket. You just carried that side through because Gujarat Titans have a problem or two in their batting lineup, although their bowling pace attack is a gun attack. But the batting lineup has a problem or two. For example, if Jose Butler falls early, though he scored 25 or 14 balls, but if two of the top three don't do well, then Gujarat Titans I think have a problem or two. I think that's what basically happened today as well. Thankfully for them, Shubman Gill just was able to wade through that kind of phase, and that is how they basically won that game. But again, a lot of credit has to go to their pace attack. It was their pace attack which ensured that Kolkata Knight Riders would only get 180 on the board because in those conditions, 180 was just not enough. They needed about 210 runs. They were 30 runs short. So again, all those tall boys, the Rabadas, today Rabada bowled well. Rabadas of the world, Ashok Sharmas of the world, Prasidh Krishnas of the world, Siraj. The shortest bowler in that side is 5 feet 11. So that tells about all those tall boys that they have, that they keep bringing to the table. So I think that is what really worked for them. I'm really interested to see how Gujarat Titans pace attack will go at the Chinnaswamy in about a week's time, because I think in these conditions, if they prepare a track with some bounce, those tall boys could do some damage.
All right, Devashish, a lot of people are asking to talk about the Shubman Gill innings. Your thoughts?
I think it was a great knock. It was a captain's knock. Means when you were chasing some 182 runs, means you need a solid start, and both Sai Sudarshan and Shubman Gill give the perfect start, and that is what you want. And that cover drive, the first scoring shot of Shubman Gill was that cover drive. That showed class all written all over, and that is what it does to the confidence for the non-striker as well, automatically. So I think, but you asked me whether he's an automatic choice as far as the Indian T20. No, not yet. Clearly, I think when you have someone like an Abhishek Sharma or a Ishan Kishan or a Sanju Samsung, and also now you have the new kid on the block, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. I think there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition. Shubman Gill will have to show means consistency with regard to his scoring, and scoring against this KKR bowling attack. I won't give much of a number. Means this KKR bowling attack means you score against a much better bowling attacks. Yes, but yes, still I would say that it's a brilliant knock. But whether you pick him as automatic choice in that Indian T20 setup, no way. Means when you have someone like Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan and Sanju Samson there, and you also have Yashasvi Jaiswal and Vaibhav Suryavanshi, there's a lot of competition. So Shubman Gill might have to wait for his turn.
Okay, let's take final few comments here. Fitmonk is saying, can't believe Rinku is becoming a liability now. Hunger, which was visible a few years ago, is clearly missing. Not a good sign. Bharat?
I don't think it is just about hunger. I think it goes beyond that. It's about upgrading his game. See, every player when he succeeds, every batsman when he succeeds, the opposition also will be watching you. It's not like they will be blind to your strengths. They won't be blind to your weaknesses. They will also be watching you. They will also be pouring through the analysis videos just to analyze your game. And that's what exactly happened to someone like Rinku Singh. They have kind of analyzed that is not so good against spin bowling. And maybe there could be certain types of pacers against whom that struggles a bit. So that they have just zoomed in on it. And now it is for Rinku Singh to come good and answer those questions. Obviously, from the mental side of things, losing his father, it might have affected him badly as well. So that's the other side of it. But I think they still has to upgrade his game against spin bowling. I think he has a problem or two. Even if you look at his strike rate over a period of time in the world of IPL, his strike rate has not been that good against spin bowling. So I think he has to look at it from both sides. Maybe if it's from the mental side of things, you can look at it, going for some sessions with a psychologist. That will help him to overcome that setback. Then so be it. So I think Rinku Singh has to look at it from both sides. Hopefully, from India's point of view, he will come back to form.
Devashish, finally, even there is another comment here. Will Rahane survive as a leader? This whole season looks difficult. But what are your thoughts when it comes to the way forward? What can KKR do from this moment on?
I really don't have an answer. What can KKR do from here on? A franchisee which has lost all their games, means even that Punjab game they could have easily lost had that match been played. That 5 overs, had it been a 5 over a side game, means Punjab Kings. It was Punjab Kings game for the game to win. Means they had to be content with 1 point, but uh, God save KKR. Means I don't know what exactly what would they need to do to make to turn it around. Means they had a Gautam Gambhir when 2014 they were in a similar position. They won 7 matches on the trot, but where you need some inspiration. Where will that inspiration come from? Means I I just wonder where will that inspiration come from? Will it come from Ajinkya Rahane? Will it come from Rinku Singh? Will it come from Abhishek Nair? Will it come from Shane Watson? Will it come? I don't know. Means neither the bowling is clicking, neither the batting is clicking. They have tried all. Means obviously, the only thing they could have tried now is perhaps to play a Rachin Ravindra, because clearly that middle order is exposed the weakness of playing spin. I think when you have someone like a Rachin Ravindra, it might well be worth trying a Rachin Ravindra who is a good player of spin bowling. I think that is perhaps the only option left. And obviously, Matisha Pathirana will be available from the next game against Rajasthan Royals. He will, in all probability, will join the squad in Calcutta. So, but whether you risk him playing him straight away, and since joining the squad, that is a question that needs to be answered. Because the team will be traveling tomorrow, so there will be no practice session, and they straight away take on Rajasthan Royals on Sunday. So I think even if Pathirana joins the squad, will you risk him playing straight away? So lot of questions that needs to be answered. But the problem is in that this entire unit, be it the coaching staff, be it the players, the captain, everything is not clicking.
I will
Bharat,
just
your
add a
final
point
thoughts on this?
on a light-hearted note. I will just tell what they need to do. They just have to win games. I'll put it in simple words because there is nothing else. There's nothing else you can do. But if you want to get your confidence back, you start winning.
And
You have to,
Bharat and Gargi, they are not losing it close games.
yes,
They
yes,
are being beaten comprehensively in
yes,
each game.
yes, yes.
Means
It,
there are losses when you lose, give by putting up a fight. There
yes,
is no, there is nothing when you put up a fight and lose. But this
yes,
team did symbolic, horrible.
yes.
They are
You
hardly
know,
putting up a fight. Means Gujarat
you know
Titans
which
today dominated.
Which game they should have at least won? They should have at least won that game against Lucknow Super Giants. That was the kind of close game that they needed to win, which could have acted as a moral booster, which could have acted as a tonic for you to just build on it. But unfortunately, they lost that game as well. I think that game took a lot out of this particular KKR side. That they took, I think, on the mental side of things as well. I think it took a lot heavy toll of this particular KKR side. After that, I don't think they were going to make a comeback. Maybe yes, down the line, as I noted, when you lose 4 5 IPL games, when you lose 4 5 6 IPL games, you're bound to win one game somewhere. I think KKR also will surprise us by winning one of the games somewhere. But other than that, I don't see them doing much from here on. Maybe out of maybe they will win three. At best, they might end up winning 3 games total.
My
Gargi, you're
bad. I just said a lot of things and I was on mute. I was saying that we'll just have to wait and watch what happens on Monday, because that seems like their last hope of whether or not they can turn these things around. Doesn't seem like it because of the confusion, because of the fact that from the outside it looks like not everything is right in the management. Right decisions are not being taken, right tactical calls are not being taken, and it just stems from a deeper issue when it comes to the KKR management. But thank you so much, Bharat and Devashish, for joining. Anyone who's watching, don't forget to also like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and